Okay. Is it ambitious? Absolutely. Do I love it? Absolutely. I'll tell you what, I have more I wish I didn't have to sleep. That's how we're gonna go with this. Yeah, I wish I didn't have to sleep. I go, oh God, I'm gonna have to waste 6 or 7 hours sleeping. That's how I look at it when I really get into something that I'm enjoying. But it feels great. I mean, you're. Sometimes I'm gonna do stupid things, or it's not as good as you think, because I do put in long hours. I'm not even gonna tell you I put long hours. But I remember I was driving some equipment on the other farm simulator, the original map that I'm playing, Small Ranch. And I remember, like I'm not parking the trailer right, and whatever I'm operating, I'm going, wow, why am I just, nothing's working for me, right? And I mean, the fact that I'd been up for about 12, 14 hours probably was the reason, but it's still all right. I remember, I spent some time in the Army. I remember playing poker for a couple of days. I'm too old to do that kind of shit, but I'm still good for 14-hour days, and almost indefinitely. So my thought was to do this for a month real heavy, and then kind of spend more time with the logos, with the promoting, with that type of thing, promoting the channel and that type of thing. Okay, I figured, what, put up some content first, and then worry about the rest of the stuff. I've got a couple other players that have played with me or played games with me or whatever, and I'm trying to get them involved so that we'll do some stuff where there's, on multi-maps, we'll do some stuff where several players are involved, that type of thing. But we'll see. Anyways, the one guy says, I just don't know what to say. I told him, hey, you're gonna have to do some stuff with me. We've been playing. He goes, he's not sure he wants to do it right. He goes, I don't know what to say. Well, I says, just make like there's nobody there, and you and I are there, and just talk to each other, and have some fun. So we'll see what happens. Okay, this thing's going good. See, I'm not sure that thing even does 2 passes. The thing will bring it up here. I don't think that combine can go up and down without reading. Well, you guys know which one I like, right? I mean, you can watch the video from 2010. Same combine I used on those videos, those little pieces. At New Holland, I think 90 or something like that, whatever it is. I mean, I just love that piece of equipment. But it's mammoth. It's a big piece of equipment. Good storage. Because it's so big, it operates at a good speed. And the cutting edge, I mean, it's like 30 feet. So, the funny thing is, I saw a couple of ranches. I was driving somewhere down to Galveston or up to Houston, or I can't remember. And they were picking crops, and I saw this combine, right, like in real life, because I've seen pictures on it, and I've seen like the real ones on the PC. I even looked at the price of stuff for the real ones, and I even saw some used ones for sale. I was thinking, hey, wow, if I was going to start something, maybe I'd buy the used one, because in real life, where there might be 300 and some thousand, sometimes something used for a season would be like 100,000 less, right? So I stopped to see the guy, right? And he says to me, oh, this is what I do for a living. I used to own a tractor trailer, and this is here in Texas. So he says, I used to own a tractor trailer, and I drove for a living all over the place. But my wife was pissed, and the kids, and I was never home. So I bought this combine, and he says, I book a year or 2 ahead of time with the farmers, with the ranchers. And here's how technical it gets. He'll let the rancher don't seed that day. Seed 3 days later, because I've got a job that I've got to do on that day, and I won't be available. So it's they book years ahead of time, and he even tells the rancher when to plant, assuming the crop's going to be ready, and assuming that he's booked let's say 3 days before that date. So, hey, don't plant today, plant 3 days from now. And that's all he does. He's got a small ranch, maybe 100 acres, and he grows whatever's paying or whatever. You know, it could be canola, or it could be wheat, or it could be oats, or it could be other things, okay? So he grows that, but he says, I could never make a living and pay for the machine just on that. So he books, and for several months during different seasons, that's all he does is operate that piece of equipment for a living. So that was pretty cool, and it was one of those New Holland 990s or whatever that is. You'll see it here eventually. That's what he was operating, and I'll tell you, it's identical. I mean, whoever did some of this modeling, just amazing. I'm just impressed by that. You know, am I going the right way? Oh, I don't need this trailer. Thanks, guys. That's what happens when you get me distracted. Yeah, the modeling is amazing. So it was cool seeing that same piece of equipment in real life function and talking to the guy. And yeah, that's what he does for a living. He makes a nice living, you know, $100 and some $1,000 just operating one piece of equipment. But he's right. In true life, unless you got a big spread, you can't afford that kind of equipment, $300,000-400,000. So it's better you hire out. You pay a guy a flat fee, you know what I mean? And he picks it for you. In some cases, he brings along the trailers. A lot of cases they use semis and big trailers. In some cases he provides that. And in other cases he doesn't. The farmer has the tractor and he has the wagons. And all he does is operate the combine. And you know, it does all the fuels with it. So, okay, I think 84%. Let's go get this unloaded. Right now we're putting it on the silo. I figured once we start seeding, then I'll have time to run everything. You know, right now, once we start, we want to get these fuels done. Okay, I'll take this down and dump it. And then I'm going to end this video, even though I'm going to chop it up into pieces, you know, about 12 minutes. It's just easier to handle that way. You know, I hope you understand that as far as size and handling and time. But I'll be right back. And, you know, I appreciate for watching. I'll wait till I unload this. And we'll continue with the chit chat and the ranch. Listen, if you see me like operating here where I could put a radio on, or operating on a European truck, that's what in real life, that's what I would do. I would have some music in the background stuff, but I'm just not going to do it because I don't want to get into any problems, and I don't know the rules enough. I just don't want to have problems with YouTube early. I told you, I already had 6 flags out of the 100 videos, but they weren't any violation on my part, and YouTube's been real, I mean, they handled it real quick, so I want to keep a good relationship for now. Okay, I'm going to end it here, but you know how it is. When the next feed starts up, it's like I never left, right? Even though I might go and do something else, but I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one real quick. Take care.